It's the final moto of the season, MX1 Moto 2. Do you know where Galdi is?
The number one behind us here, and one of the number one fans of our popular television show, Laura Reimer from FXR. She's got something special to say, and she says she can do it better than Travis. Laura, hit it with us.
Who's gonna get there all distributing? Oh, shit!
Oh my goodness.
That was a heck of a one. I like that. What do you think, Traps?
Oh, I think that Brian and I have a little bit of competition. Well done.
Thank you very much, Lauren.
Appreciate
that very much.
All right, well done. Fabs, you know, Galds, we get all kinds here at the
I look
races.
like Fabs?
No, not today you don't, sorry. I was thinking about Fabs because of that whole shot business. Okay, here we go. Let's final moto of the season. Let's wrap it up and put that one to bed and tell me some of the great things you saw, because there were some real good moments in that race. Some things I really liked out there.
It was great to see Bobby once again get that whole shot. It was kind of cool. I'm not 100% sure if we got on our camera, but I swear to God, he was like a supermoto racer going through the first turn. He like ducked into his bike and he almost disappeared off the thing to try to make sure he had that extra $200 and get that whole shot. So that was cool. And then the start of the moto really started to develop. We saw Dusty Clack get right in there right away. Josh Demuth with a great start, and that was kind of funny. He was bragging on the start line. He wasn't wearing a chest protector. He's like, I'm getting the whole shot. So he was second anyway. He didn't get it all the way, but he was second, which was good enough. And then it just kind of started developing after that. Not a lot of passing and what going on. It seemed like everybody knew that it was kind of the end of the year and it was kind of a relaxed little moto. So, but the way it developed, you had Cornell kind of moved himself up there in a position, and then Bobby really started to pull away, and then all of a sudden the DK train got out front. He started throwing big whips over the finish, or over the natural double, and really started to own that moto.
Talk to me about the number 134, Travis Sewell, up riding for the United States. Fast rider and a great rider, big tall guy that really likes to haul that bike around, that Yamaha.
That's kind of cool. He's actually from Indiana, where Freddie Carly is from. Their buddies. And Travis, I've known him for a few years now. He's only come up to a couple Canadian races, and yeah, it showed he's got great speed. And like you said, nice to watch. He's got weird elbows down kind of style, but man, he can scrub and ruts. He was money in the ruts today, and that's what really helped him get a third in that final moto. And he did it with no goggles on after the rain. And then about halfway in that moto there, something cool, me and Sammy make our way over to one of the sections, kind of an off camera. It is so slippery after that rain. It just, guys crashing all over the place. Not a lot of the notable players in there, but a few guys had some big tumbles. Brad Notto went down in front of us. Troy Adams went down in front of us. So the moto really got all over the place, but as it started to develop near the end, you see Dusty Klatt taking it out front. Bobby Canary second strong with Sewell in third, and then Nemeth doing his thing to get in fourth to solidify that second place. So not a lot of action, but some strong rides by the people that belonged up on the box at the end of the day.
Finishing second in the 2010 MX1 class is the Hungarian Cornel Nemeth, ladies and gentlemen. MX1 champion. 2010, it is Blackfoot's Dusty Klatt. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it's all about. Up the season, of course, with the Blackfoot bikes, 2 number ones. Incredible to think that that team has got 2 number ones. Well, I guess not when you think about the talent that's on that team.
I mean, the history behind it kind of speaks for their team. They run a great program. I got an opportunity this year to go and hang out with them, see exactly how much effort and what they do and what the riders do and the mechanics. That sometimes you might think that they're to themselves and they don't want to do it, and I think it's just because they want to get the job done. They do it right, and there's proof in the pudding. There's 2 number ones behind here, and that's exactly what sponsors, Red Bull and Yamaha and Fox and all those guys that joined that team, that's what they pay for, and they proved it this year. That's the first time in the history of their team, though, that they've won both number 1 plates now that the MX2 has gone coast to coast. So these guys are going to be celebrating tonight, and it's good on them. They prove it every year that they're the most professional and most dominant team, and obviously it shows again.
Yeah, and I think that if we look back on the season so far, I think this has been one of the better seasons we've had in terms of racing and championships coming down to the end. I realized that Clad secured last week, but you know, with Fasciotti crashing and then Clad having the DNS, there was just so much, you know, so many things going on this season.
It seemed like it just didn't want to, no one wanted to win all of a sudden. A lot of DNFs, which we saw this year. It wasn't a lot of people crashing, a lot of bikes breaking, which we don't always see a lot of up here, but this year it just seemed like bikes were breaking and having problems. But Fasciotti was arguably the fastest guy, obviously, this year. He actually still wins the most motos for the Max Couche-Tard. Actually, you know what, sorry, him and Dusty tie, so I'm not too sure how that's going to work out. They're going to have to split 1250, which is the $2,500 pot. And then Tyler taking the 10 grand for Max Couche-Tard. So it just, and that series was a little more solid. Teddy and Tyler had one bad race each, and it came down to the end here, and it was still basically a one race win. I think Tyler's going to win by about 18 points or something. So it was a drama-filled year. We got crashes, we had DNFs, we had some protests, and we had some fingers being thrown out there and some fines being laid, and you know, I think we had a great time, me, you, and Fabs, having so much fun traveling the country doing our jobs, and this is a great year for Canadian motocross. In front of us all and everything, you know, there may be some politics behind the scenes, but this is a good year for our sport, considering the economy and the budget, stuff like that. It was just great to see, and a great way to end her.
All right, so let's close the door, and you're going to do one final sponsor run to camera because you do it so well, Goldie, as we say goodbye here from Waltonius Maximus.
All right, Traps, thanks, buddy. The final MOTOVISION is always brought to us by MXP Magazine, Monster Energy, Thor, they always make me look good, Lucas Oil, Yamaha Canada, and the people that supply every $200 for every whole shot this year, Roll Distributing. We thank you very much, because without you, we wouldn't have a job. So thank you very much, guys. Traps, thanks to you. Thanks to Fabs. MOTOVISION rockets here. Thanks for joining us, guys.